Are you ready to have your mind blown? Pyramids may not be the hottest topic these days, but what if we told you that Joe Rogan has something to say about them that will leave you speechless? Buckle up, because we're diving into the age-old mystery of how these impressive structures were built. Were they constructed with simple pulleys, or did ancient civilizations have technology beyond our wildest dreams? Joe Rogan certainly thinks so, and he's not alone. Scientists and experts are still scratching their heads and searching for answers, and some are even afraid of what they might discover. But what secrets could these ancient structures hold? Join us as we explore the incredible mysteries hidden within the pyramids of Egypt. Number 1. Were the pyramids built with advanced machinery? Joe Rogan has a bold theory. The ancient Egyptians used advanced machinery, not just pulleys, to build their pyramids. Why does he think this? Well, researchers in Egypt recently uncovered a 4,500-year-old ramp system that was used to pull alabaster stones out of a quarry, and it's possible that this system holds clues to how the pyramids were constructed. Archaeologists from the University of Liverpool and French Institute for Oriental Archaeology in Cairo discovered the ramp at an ancient quarry site in the Eastern Desert, dating back to the time of Pharaoh Khufu, who is credited with building the Great Pyramid at Giza. The ramp system consists of a central ramp flanked by 2 staircases and several post holes. The holes were used to pull heavy alabaster blocks up the ramp using ropes attached to sleds. While this discovery is significant, it remains to be seen just how important it is until archaeologists release their full research. But it's not the only reason why Joe Rogan believes that the pyramids were built using advanced technology. In an episode of the JRE podcast, Rogan expressed his awe at the fact that ancient civilizations were able to construct architectural wonders like the pyramids.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is probably the most stunning of all these ancient structures. And the stones are immense, and some of them were cut from a quarry that's hundreds of miles away.
He wondered about the knowledge and skills required to build such impressive structures over 5,000 years ago. The Great Pyramid of Giza alone consists of an incredible 2,300,000 stones, and its engineering is truly mind-boggling. Rogan also pondered the possibility that human civilization may have been even more advanced in the past, and that we were set back by events like asteroid impacts. He referred to the Younger Dryas impact theory, which suggests that humans had achieved a high level of sophistication but were struck by comet impacts, agreeing with the ideas put forward by Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson. One example of the pyramid's incredible construction that Rogan cites is the 5 chambers above the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid, all roofed and floored with granite beams weighing a whopping 70 tons each.
If you look at the famous King's Chamber, its walls and its roof are, the ceiling of the King's Chamber are all made with gigantic granite blocks,
with hundreds of beams used throughout the pyramid. It's no wonder that Rogan is fascinated by this theory. The pyramids are so impressive, so monstrously impressive, that they continue to baffle scientists thousands of years later. As Rogan said, what they had done was leave behind something that was so stupendous, so monstrously impressive that it would transcend time. Number 2. Pyramid of Meidum. Deep in the sands of Lower Egypt lies the archaeological site of Meidum, home to a towering pyramid and a handful of mud brick structures. In the midst of their exploration, archaeologists stumbled upon a discovery that left them awestruck. Meidum's pyramid, known as the Pyramid of SNEFERU, was the first straight-sided pyramid in all of Egypt. However, the pyramid had partially collapsed due to structural issues. Despite this setback, the collapse had uncovered the pyramid's inner core, which granted the archaeologists unprecedented insight into ancient Egyptian pyramid building techniques. The incredible find was documented in the 2014 Amazon Prime series Secrets of Archaeology, where viewers were told of the archaeologists' brush with fear. As they explored the pyramid's ruins, they stumbled upon a pyramid of historical importance that stood out for its unique features. Meidum's pyramid, built for Pharaoh SNEFERU, marked a departure from the traditional step structure. Instead, architects filled in the platforms and created a smooth sloping line that was believed to represent the perfect form. Despite the excitement of the discovery, the archaeologists couldn't help but feel a little unnerved by the experience. The Pyramid of Meidum was surrounded by tombs of princes and dignitaries, and the Cairo Museum holds the statues of Prince Rahotep and his wife, a testament to the ancient civilization's dedication to honoring their dead. However, the lifelike expressions on the statues' faces unnerved the scientists, leaving them with an eerie feeling. Nonetheless, they persevered and continued to explore the pyramid's inner sanctum, where they uncovered further secrets of the ancient world. Joe Rogan likened the Midim pyramid to a historical representation similar to a statue of Genghis Khan, who's known as a monstrous figure. The documentary highlighted that the pyramid's external supporting walls had collapsed, revealing the inner core of the structure. This was an unexpected and significant discovery for the archaeologists, shedding light on the pyramid building techniques used by ancient civilizations. Like the Saqqara pyramid, Midim's pyramid was surrounded by tombs of dignitaries and royalty, with the statues of Prince Rahotep and his wife being among them, now on display at the Cairo Museum. While exploring the site, the archaeologists had an eerie experience when they stumbled upon the lifelike statues. They were so realistic that the archaeologists were initially frightened and took a moment to collect themselves before continuing their exploration of the cave that had been uncovered. Number 3. Hundreds of mummies and a pyramid of an unknown queen unearthed. Archaeologists in Giza recently made a significant discovery at Saqqara, uncovering hundreds of mummies and a pyramid belonging to an unknown queen. This discovery comes approximately a century after the discovery of King Tut's tomb and is expected to change our understanding of ancient Egyptian royalty. The discovery was made in Saqqara, where numerous tombs were unearthed, potentially including the tombs of King Tut's closest advisors and generals. One of the archaeologists involved in the excavation explains that they discovered 300 coffins from the New Kingdom period, along with many mummies and a large limestone sarcophagus. Each coffin has a unique face and features images from the Book of the Dead, which were believed to aid the deceased in the afterlife. Additionally, each coffin is labelled with the name of the deceased and often depicts the 4 sons of Horus, who were believed to protect the organs of the dead. The most exciting find, however, was a pyramid that archaeologists believed belonged to an ancient Egyptian queen about whom they had previously been unaware. According to Zahi Hawass, they've just discovered a queen named Neith, who was previously unknown in history. It's amazing to find a new queen and rewrite history. According to legend, Neith was the Egyptian goddess of war and the patroness of the city of Sais. From the pre-dynastic period to the arrival of the Romans, she was a major figure in Egypt for a long time. According to legend, she was present during the creation of the world and is even credited as the mother of Ra, the sun god, king of the gods, and father of creation. According to some legends, she was the mother of Sobek, the crocodile god, and was worshipped as the creator of birth. Because of her associations with war, weaving, and wisdom, Neith also played several roles in the afterlife. Despite the fact that little is known about the real Queen Neith, the discovery of her pyramid is expected to shed more light on her role. Dr. Hawass believes that the newly discovered New Kingdom burials differ from the previous Saqqara discoveries dating back to the Old Kingdom. He stated that burials from the New Kingdom were not common in the area, making this a one-of-a-kind find for the site. Number 4. Another theory suggests that sound waves were used to levitate stones. Researchers all over the world are still trying to figure out how the pyramids of Giza were built, so new studies on the subject are always welcome. According to a study published on the Ancient Origins website, the Egyptians used sound to construct the Great Pyramid of Giza, using a dead end within the rock inside the pyramid room as a resonance tube that produced ultrasonic waves at a frequency of around 5 Hz. This begs the question of how important sound was to the ancient Egyptians and whether we can find evidence of other ancient cultures using sound. Abul Hassan Ali al-Masudi, a 10th century historian, wrote about ancient Egypt and the methods they used to move massive stones, including those used to build the pyramids. He claimed that symbols on a magical papyrus were placed beneath each stone and that a metal rod was then struck against the stone to cause it to levitate. The stone was then moved along a path with metal poles on each side, according to al-Masudi. Some speculate that these poles were used to generate high-frequency sounds that caused the levitation. Although there is no concrete evidence that the pyramids were built using acoustic levitation, the Great Pyramid of Giza does have some impressive acoustic properties, such as amplifying sounds at specific frequencies. The people who built the Giza pyramids clearly knew a lot about sound and its effects, including levitation. Researchers all over the world are still trying to figure out the design of the Giza pyramids, so these experiments may appear pointless, but the UK-Brazil team and the University of Bristol team both achieved levitation using different methods. Using 3 ultrasonic transducers in a tripod arrangement, the UK-Brazil team was able to exceed previous limits on the size of the object that could be levitated. The combined effect of the transducers produced a stationary sound wave that negated gravity in a specific area. Meanwhile, the University of Bristol team created a standing sound wave with a single ultrasonic transducer and a sound reflector that remained in place even after being reflected back on itself. These experiments demonstrated that levitation via sound waves is possible and that there are several methods for doing so. Future experiments may discover even more ways to use sound to overcome gravity, some of which may be more powerful than what we have seen thus far. While Graham Hancock did say that we should consider the possibility of psychic powers being involved, Joe Rogan may be onto something here. Now let's hear what you think about these revelations from Rogan in the comments down below.